What's going on with y'all, man? I really hate to do this video, but I kind of have to. Because I took a lot of y'all advice on YouTube and Facebook, and I realized that them weapon setups I had, they was not practical and they really wasn't beneficial to me. So I actually made some changes, and I'm just going to revert back to the original setups that we actually had. We're going to leave these rifles as is that I'm about to show you, and we're going to go ahead and move on to some other stuff. And I think from now on, when I go ahead and start throwing my AR-15s or my AR-308s together, they're going to be more purpose driven, so I won't have to go through all this flipping and flopping like I'm going through now. Let me show you what we're going to do. This right here is the AR-308 from Palmetto State Army. 18-inch stainless steel barrel, 1 in 10 twists. This is going to get the Vortex Strike Eagle 1-8. This is going back on this rifle. I already know what I can do with this setup at 200 yards. It's time for us to go ahead and get us 160 rounds of some 180 grain Federal Fusion. Get this thing zilled with this 1-8. Put this motherfucker in the safe and call it a day. The 1-8 Vortex Strike Eagle Gen 2 with BDC 3 reticle is going back on the AR-308. Let's move over to the next rifle. The L Precision M16 A4 upper, 20-inch barrel, 1 in 7 twists. This will remain an iron sight only weapon. The M16A4 is my favorite variation of the AR-15. You want to leave this just like this. This will be our end of days, shit hit the fan gun. Yes, with just the iron sights. And this will also be our range gun. When I want to go to the range and just put a couple magazines down range, we'll use the M16A4 with the carry handle. Let's move over to the 16-inch. 16-inch. 1 in 7 twists. Chrome line barrel. Palmetto State Army. This right here, for the time being, will get the Vortex Spitfire 1X Prism Scope. I'm about to go ahead and lift the phone up and show you what I got on the TV. I'm actually looking at this setup right now. And I think that the 16-inch chrome line eventually is going to look like what I'm about to show you now. Let me pause, show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so I'm actually watching Tactical Rifleman right now. Good YouTube channel, man. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to him, man. He pretty cool, man. I like him, man. He cool with me. So, what he got on his rifle is he got the Primary Arms 1X Prism Optic with ACSS reticle, the Cyclops ACSS reticle. I'm going to go with that optic, and I'm going to go with their magnifier. Flip the side magnifier. Now, when it comes to magnifiers, I'm not really too happy with the flip the side. So I may look at the Unity Tactical flip the center mount, or whatever they call it. I think they call it the fast or whatever it is. But I'm going to be looking at some kind of flip the center mount instead of the flip the side. But when we get to that point, that's when we'll start looking a little bit more. I'm not really too much of a rush to kind of get it set up in this configuration yet. I'm kind of happy with what I got right now, but eventually I do want to have some kind of magnification, and I really do like that Cyclops reticle because I also have the ranging ability too. So I might just go ahead and get that optic, get that set up on here now, and then we can play around with the magnifier and the mount and all that stuff later on. But yeah, that's what we're going to do right there, man. The 1-8 Vortex Gen 2 with BDC 3 reticle goes on the AR-308. The L Precision M16A4 gets the carry handle. The 16-inch chrome line you're looking at now, it gets the Vortex Spitfire for now, until we get that Primary Arms 1X Prism, the Gen 2 version also, the Gen 2 version of the 1X Prism scope with the Cyclops reticle. What I like about that Primary Arms Prism scope is real compact too. And as you can see, something else I don't want to forget to mention, not only do we have the 1X Prism scope on there with a magnifier, but he also can still fit backup rear sight on there, which is something I cannot do with any of these type of mounts right here, unless I get a high riser mount, and then even then, you won't be able to flip the iron sights up unless you have a quick detach mount. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's something else I took into consideration too, because one of my people on Facebook was telling me that when the M16A4, you ain't got no rear sight if you running that LPVO, and he was absolutely right. I didn't have no rear sight, so I think the prism scope with the magnifier and still be able to rear and still being able to run that flip up rear sight, I think that'll be a better setup on the 16-inch chrome line. So that's what we're going to do right there. And I'm pretty confident with that. I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all that's going to be the final setup, but that's going to be the final setup. Yeah. I'm kind of dead set on that. I really didn't like what I had did with the previous setup. I really wasn't feeling that anyway. That LPVO and that 20-inch made that rifle too damn heavy, man. Made that rifle the weight of an AR-308. And if I'm going to do that, I might as well just carry the AR-308. So yeah, that's what we're going to do, man. Y'all be blessed. Be safe. I'm out.